Glorious day to you, my friends. Sihatarya. Shuko uru, uru hunata aratata. Happy 3-3 portal. But we're calling it the 3-3 revolution here. And we're going from mountain to vortex. Titikarata hisanaata kaharata atayitakaratata. We've been taught, we've been programmed to climb the mountain with effort. To see this, we explored this in the Being series, this revolving around the pyramid of the self, this mountain, this effort, making life hard. And for way too long, we've been viewing this mountain that we have to climb it to get anywhere, to achieve things. You know, this is the duality, the struggle, the effort, the drama of the ascent. Nitur uta nata arahakaya askahayata. Well, today, I'm going to share some secrets. Besides the mindset switch, the flash, the shift. Today, this 3-3 revolution, this portal, this assist. We aren't going up the mountain. No. We're going to engage in our engine. We're going to realize this engine of our heart center is doing all the work. This toroidal field of our heart is already doing all the work for us. And the wind confirms. So when we manifest, we're doing our ask. This ask comes from our lower chakras. It comes from the vibration of Muladhara, our safety, our foundation, our anchor, our stable reference point. If our reference point is in fear or in can't do, then this is limiting our manifestations. It's limiting our vibration. It's limiting what we can create. If we have our stable reference point in self or God or this identity of who we really are, then that opens us up to greater potential. We're still asking from our lower chakras, but we're asking from stability. We're asking from gratitude. We're asking from our innate desire and flow. We're asking from our pleasure of our divine spark. When we're in alignment and we're cohering with our heart center, this energy then flows upwards into our toroidal field of our heart. Our physical heart actually has a toroidal field, just like our light body, just like our energy field, just like planet Earth has a toroidal energy field to it. It also has this spiritual toroidal field as well, Hridaya. The Ananda Chakra is this, Anahata is this Ananda Chakra that's working, that's spinning, that's creating this centrifuge, which is filtering out our desires of the ego, the desires of our imbalanced chakras. And it's helping to create from our vortex this divine feminine triangle, this divine feminine vortex, this Gudi Yogananda that is this vortex of 100% success. Our inner being is already seeing us as 100% successful. And when our lower chakras are out of balance, when we see things through the eyes and the lens of duality, it's not that we're ignoring the opposites, the hot versus the cold. We're not aligning with the good versus bad. We're aligning with the I prefer this and I don't prefer that. But we're focused on what we prefer, because when we focus on what we don't prefer. We're attracting what we don't prefer to us because we're giving it energy. That's the thing that we don't understand, is that when we focus on the drama, when we focus on our grief, when we focus on our shame, when we focus on our guilt, when we focus on the fear, we are giving energy to it. And thus we are attracting it to us. This is just how this works. Not saying to ignore the grief that we're feeling. We're human. This is what we do. We have guilt. We have shame. We have fear. We have grief. We suffer. We suffer loss. This is part of our human experience. But how we deal with it, once we get to the acceptance phase of our grief, we get back to this free-flowing heart. This toroidal energy field that is working with us and for us, that is filtering out the noise from the signal of our pure heart, from our pure heart's desire. This toroidal heart field is our key, our bridge to entering into the vortex and actually manifesting as our heart desires. That's the simple truth of it. Our lower chakras are the first two phases of our internal combustion engine, the first two phases of sama, vritti, pranayama. It's the breath in. It's the intake of the energy from the universe, from the existence, from consciousness, from the bliss that is out there, that's also in here. It's our acknowledgement that the truth of the sat that's out there is also in here. It's the breath of the infinite. It's the intake of the engine fueling it. And then it's also the compression, this holding of the breath with a full set of lungs. It's the compression. It's the polishing of the jewel, the mani. It's Om Mani Padme Hum as well, okay? It's the polishing of our jewel so that it's shiny, okay? Our heart takes care of the ignition, and it starts the power stroke in an instant. It takes our desires, our ask from the universe, and it broadcasts it out through Vishuddha. It broadcasts it out through our visions of what we want to create. And it expands in our lotus of awareness, our sahasrara, our crown chakra, as each desire is a new petal that unfolds in our crown. We're not fighting anymore with what we want to create. We're not fighting with our heart anymore. We're not trying to override our heart's desires. We know what we really want to create. We know what we really crave in life. We're surrendering to our heart. We're actually letting it do its job by aligning. That's it. We don't have to feel like we're surrendering to what we think is the driver. Our heart. Hridaya is the actual driver of this vehicle here. And Anahata, this unstruck vehicle, this centrifuge, this toroidal field is really this vehicle that we are. It's our light body, this Merkaba of who we are. And our heart, Hridaya, is the actual driver. As soon as we align our mind with our heart, then both our conscious mind and our heart mind get to drive this vehicle and create with bliss effortlessly. When we start with ease and joy and satisfaction, this is the gentle tuning of our vibration that Abraham Hicks talks about all the time. And then in the heart, this ease and joy and satisfaction are enough. Once we start to realize that we are enough, that's when the vortex opens up for us. This already exists anyway, but we actually see our vortex opening up for us through ease and joy and satisfaction. And then it becomes this self-sustaining vortex. It's the beauty of a toroidal field. It's self-sustaining. That's the beauty of it. The energy is continually flowing, and we can't stop it even if we tried. Not even death is going to stop our toroidal field of this consciousness that we are. It's the beauty of this whole thing. We are this self-organizing, radiant whole. And this understanding that we are enough. No matter how our mind is filled with this duality, once we start the ease and we start seeing the joy in everything, and we're being satisfied with everything that's happening in life, then we start our creative process. And then our heart starts broadcasting the truth of our reality through Vishuddha, our throat chakra. We start claiming our identity. I am enough. I am that I am. I am enough. And I am magnificent just the way I am. That's it. And then our visions. We're not fighting the contrast anymore. We're not seeing ourselves as separate, which are the blockers of Anya, Agnya, our third eye chakra. We're now trusting our intuition, our visions that we see from our heart center, the real control center of this reality. And then the power stroke begins. And we start radiating this bliss out into the universe. And by law, that is the thing that we're attracting, this bliss, this abundance, simply by breathing out. That's the simplicity of this whole thing. The simplicity of the breath out. Every time we breathe out, we're radiating, we're shining our light. That's it. We're radiating our bliss. Because we've stopped overthinking it. We stopped trying to control the universe, and we're just in the ignorance of our bliss. We're not trying to figure out how we're doing it because we're so blissful in just where we are right now, laughing and dancing with reality. We start laughing at reality, and now we're laughing with reality because this creational process is effortless. 1303. The three lower chakras, the three upper chakras. Read the description. There's more details here. And then the only thing left to do is to rest in our own true nature. This empty set of lungs. Shavasana in yoga. Our recovery. We've done the workout. We've cooled down. We've fueled our body. The only thing to do is rest. That's it. This also can be called surrender. We don't need to apply any more meaning to it. Because we are enough. And us realizing that we are enough allows us to rest. Allows us to let our heart actually create. To allow our heart to revolve in the revolution of bliss that you already are. That's the whole simplicity of this whole thing. You already are all of this. That's it. Happy 3-3 portal. Happy 3-3 revolution. Titorhora atahanaka ashaheka arahatana atahatata shaheka aturhuturatara kitiara hanatu shaya ara atakaya suko una shihaka arahata ati tohararta nisaka ara itahana ata uta harhata ika, shaya anataha, so uta, shiaka anata kishaha, wasa akahashishiata hatu, kura, harsana akeata atua, tarya hanasa, ata, shoda, ishohanara, kicha ata, kuro hokaya, nasa, kiochohata, tarka hasana ara, tarohusuno, shakaati, chiaroa, naso hokasha a, tataka, nasa, irhorota, nataka asa ata, chuka, narasahaya ha.